Alright, I'll just by Cronus can bring you round 3. This again is my black-green deck my son is very excited about. Against another one on the left here. We'll go over that in a minute. I forget exactly what this deck was. Again, this is at White Dragon Comics in Tannersville. Really chill place, good people. Definitely recommend it if you're anywhere near that area or if you're going to come up for one of our tournaments. They're definitely a lot of fun. At this point, we do have over 20 some people that could come every month. Typically, we do not have less than 12 at this point. We do have the owner who will float in at time to time. If we're off one or an odd number, he'll float in to make it even, so we really don't have to worry about that. But definitely would recommend coming to White Dragon at some point. It is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good people here. So let's see what happens. Now this is a gentleman. He's awesome here on the left. He's one of the nicest guys I think I've ever met. I did some altars for him is how I actually met him, but he is really nice. Let's see what we got going on here. Can't quite see what he has in his hand. See an icy, a mountain. Oh, that's right. He's red. So the scary thing about his deck, I think he has like Shivan in it and different things like that. So it's kind of a scary deck. Whenever I see red, it makes me a little worrisome. Alright, I'm going to pause this for a second. I got to answer the door here. Alright, I apologize about that. Alright. Let's see what I'm going to do. Looking at a quick glance at my hand, if I'm smart, I won't play the hippie. I'll do the Djinn like I want to do. Oh, it looks like we split a case, maybe? No, thought he did. I think that's my next altar. I have an unlimited one of the Blue Mountain there. As soon as I have some time, that's what I'm going to do next, I think. Wow. Yep, Lightning Bolt, Disintegrate, 2 Fireballs, and 2 Icies? Yeah. Oh, God. That is scary. What am I doing? I should be doing the Urnum right now, but he does have a maze out. So I think I'm waiting to see what I draw. Another mountain, which is what he wants. He has nothing to bolt, fireball, or disintegrate at the moment. That maze saved him. He didn't realize it, but that maze was brutal. I think I'm going for it anyway. I have nothing else to do. I might as well make him start using the maze. What am I doing here? I did a dark ritual. There we go. Alright, so there's the Urnum. 4/5 powerhouse. I can't wait to do more altars of him though. That's a lot of fun. And if you guys find it in your heart, if you like the videos, it's up to you if you want to like or not. But if you don't mind subscribing for me, I know there's, from what I understand right now, people are telling me there's not that many people putting fresh old school content out there. I know that I have a life, as you can hear in the background. But oh yeah, there's a discard of the big bad scary guy, because he's not going to be coming out. But if you can subscribe and help me spread the word a little bit, let people know that there's some old school content out there again. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I don't make anything off of this, but it sounds like a lot of people are really appreciating it. I know some people are hot on me about it, but there's a quick bolt on the hippie. But if you're a true old school fan, you've been playing from the beginning, you know family is all over the place, and we always got interrupted nonstop back in the day, so. Looks like he needs one more mana to start casting Ices. Oh, there's another hippie. Swing for 4. And a mace again. And a pass. Now, I'm worried about him getting more mana. I didn't even think about Ice Manipulators, but looks like he's kind of land screwed, but that maze is key. Oh, he's going to disintegrate the hippie. I love disintegrates. I kind of like them more than fireballs, especially when I'm playing certain colors, when I don't have plows or anything, because it's removing it from the game. Finally drew a strip mine. There goes the maze. Alright, now we can try and kill things out a little bit. There's another hippie, but what I don't know is he has multiple fireballs left. There. Now I'm going to start attacking his life. Yes, that whole time I was not actually able to hit him at all. Alright, so now he has 4. Now he can start dropping Icy Manipulators, which I don't know about, but it's either that or Fireball. He is going to drop an Icy. Okay. I would have been tempted to Fireball that hippie, so I didn't drop a card. But stopping the 4 damage is important too. There we go. Pop out another order. Alright, so there's the hit for 6. I'm going to take a Fireball out. And another maze. I think he main decks like 3, I think. Or at least he sides in more mazes, but he does have a lot of mazes. I didn't know what to expect out of the deck. When I see multiple fireballs and disintegrates, I think of like Candle or something like that, but I'm not sure if it was a Candle deck, but it was definitely like a red burn type. I guess I'll call it controlled burn. Because of all the mazes and ices and things like that, it's definitely a control type. What do we do? Oh, he's reading the... Guess he's trying to decide, do I take out the pump or do I take out the hippie? He's got to take out the hippie in my mind because it takes a card out of your hand every single turn, so he'll be down to none. He's got to kill the hippie. Yep. Fireball the hippie. Now, if he doesn't find some kind of other answer, he's up the creek. I can't damage him right now, but there's a major problem for him right now. And what do I got? Another knight? Yep, Black Knight. I'm going to extend our Black Knights. I can do a real nice extension on those, I believe, so I can't wait to do those. Alright, so as we declare attackers, when I declare my attack phase, he's tapping down to earn him, and he's going to untap the pump. Uh-oh. This is where I didn't know if I expected a big creature. Another icy. Okay. So I'm going to try and kill one of the ices, because I need something to get through. There's more black mana. What am I doing with it? Another Pump Knight. Attack for 8. Again, he's going to tap down. Oh, it looks like I messed it up there. He took 2, untapped the pump, and tapped to earn him. Doesn't matter in this play, but That Urnum should be tapped. That's shame on me. At this point, I was waiting for a Shivan Dragon. I really expected a dragon to come out right now. Because that would have been 10 damage a turn, basically. Assuming. Looks like he has 2 shatters in his hand. Definitely would not be getting a Chaos Orb or something off, that's for sure. And that's another reason I thought piles are cool, but I really didn't have use for the piles. I would have had a lot more use for giant growths. So I'm not really sure. I'm kind of on the fence. Like I said, I'm not a big X Points fan. I'm starting to get into it. I'm loving it actually, but I don't know. I guess the correct term. I really don't know the knowledge about X Points. There we go. All right, so now he's down to 8. Now he's got to worry a little bit. There's the damage. There's a pile. I don't think he has a way out of this. Yep, he's going to shatter it. I think the one game I got a pile off. So basically, they didn't even go off. And I main deck 3 in this version here, I believe. But it never went off. So there's a scoop. We'll go on to a next round. Alright, back for the second game. I said round before, I meant game. Sorry, guys. Here's another one of those beautiful lands. There's a city. Yeah, that city's actually a proxy because I have a set of normal cities, but they're in my other deck at the moment. So right now I'm juggling X Points, 4 Horsemen, and Swedish. And it actually came up in the match where one of the guys was saying, well, I can't play Swedish anymore since we're in Atlantic over here. And I don't really find that true. I find there's a lot less locals interested in EC and Atlantic. So basically it just was either X Points, Swedish, and we let the other ones in as votes, obviously. We're not saying you can't play something, but... Oh, there's a Dark Ritual. What am I gonna... No. Nope, I had a moment. I needed a colored mana. I'm just gonna take another damage and play one of those guys. Yeah. That's when I messed... There we go. So there's the damage to me and damage to him. Now, I do main deck 2 of those guys in this version, and I think 3 piles. But like I said, I really feel like going with giant growths, but I feel like my mana is off. I don't need a lot, but I definitely feel like it's off. Alright, so there's the Blood Moon, which really doesn't affect it. I have 4 forests in this version and 6 swamps. So the chances of me... Yep, hippie. I would have played Urnum, but those are mountains. So I'll swing for 2 and pass. Now what I switched to, I believe, was, like I said, it took out the maze and the regrowth, which I love regrowths. But I put a Moxen in for an extra land. Oh, there's a Disintegrate again. So I go up 1 mana source. I ended up taking a forest out and dropping a 3. But I still don't think it's going to affect. See, there's a pile. Now I can play it because it's an artifact, but Oh, there's an earthquake. Alright, well there goes them. That's a big earthquake. What am I gonna do here? I'm just gonna pass. Looks like I need one more black source. Or green. Doesn't really matter what I get. There's an icy. There's another black. Do I have a knight or something? Or a hippie? Like, what do I got? Gotta be able to play something. Nothing. Sorry, this table's shaking a little. You think it's from my leg down there, but it's not. We actually had, I think, 4 different matches going on at this table. And there's a lot of orb flipping going on right next to us. Oh my god, another icy. It looks like I top decked a hippie. I wonder if he doesn't have an answer for that hippie. I mean, he does have ices. So technically he's there. He has a factory. Another blood moon. But the factory's a mountain. That's the only challenge. So he's definitely making sure I don't get mana. There's a him. And a swing. Which he's gonna tap down, but he only had a fireball, so at least I got that out of his hand. There's nothing really going on here. I can speed this up a little bit if nothing happens soon. Oh, there's a bolt to my life total. Because he feels he's got it locked down pretty good, but I have 7 2-drop knights. So it is a good chance that I'm going to just overwhelm the ices in that. Oh, there's a bolt. Looks like I was thinking about just piling them for 2, but play another hippie. Another disintegrate. That is a lot of direct damage. Is he just gonna smack me in the face for a whole bunch? Yeah, looks like we just ended that one. We'll go on to the next game. Alright, let's see what happens in game number 3. That was a huge disintegrate to my face. And the next card was another fireball, so I was dead. Oh, there's a quick him. Oh, I got his mana and a bolt. Alright, that might slow him down. There's a forest snag. Am I gonna drop a Urnum? Dark Ritual. Yeah, looks like I'm playing an Urnham. Yep. Yeah, we were all laughing at the tournament, Dark Rituals. And, oh, you rely on Dark Rituals a lot, but Dark Ritual into an Urnham is a big problem for a lot of decks. I feel like in X-Points, plows are not as used because there's so many protection from white, and I could be wrong there, but I feel like people aren't, like every deck is not main decking 4 plows anymore, like Swedish. What do we got going on here? Oh, looks like we got a Blood Moon. Again, Blood Moon really doesn't stop me from doing that much. Last game I just got direct damaged out because of the Ices, but now he's got a big problem. He's taking 4 per turn. So he's got to answer that Urnham fast. He only has 3 mana out right now. Even if he has a Bolt, he still needs more mana for 2 spells to kill the Urnham. Which it looks like he does have a Bolt. So he's just short on mana. Looks like that original hymn to take out the mountain and that Bolt was key. Your pet did that open. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, it's a good boy. Looks like he's really trying to figure out how to get out of this mess. Tapping 3. What do we got? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Oh, there's my hand. That Disc, a Terror, Pump Knight. But you're giving me 7 new cards. Now he didn't play a mana yet, so he can drop another mountain. At least I don't think he played a mountain. Looks like he got a chain in hand. Swing for 4. Looks like he has to take it. So now he's got to waste a Bolt or a chain on my hippie. Or kill the Urnham if he has it. Yep, he's going to have to double chain the Urnham. But now he leaves the hippie. Unless he's got a fireball. Yep, there's a fireball. Alright, so he did have enough direct damage to wipe my board out. But you did give me all new cards. So you answered the threats that were there, but now what do I have in my hand that's left? Yep, there's a big old vampire. And a pass. Somebody did ask why I don't play Elves of Deep Shadow, and the answer was because I have them in my 4 Horsemen deck in a tournament right now, so I didn't want to mess with them, but I think I was okay without it, truthfully. There's a Bayou, but swing for 4. Oh, no, can't do anything about it, so he's going to take it. What do I have left? Am I playing something? 2, no? 1, 2. I have a hymn? Yep, there's a hymn. Oof, Earthquake. Yeah, it's not going to help him right now. There's a Chaos Orb. I love that Chaos Orb. Such a cool one. I was not worried about taking out the Blood Moon. It really didn't bother me. I don't have anything that's more than 1 green, so it didn't affect me. Untap, keep draw. What do we got? I'd rather keep the Chaos Orb out in case something happens. There's an Orbarg. It's funny, I actually thought about that. I think this is the only match that thing came out that I can remember. Nope. That's it. Alright, we'll go on to the next round. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a wonderful day.